What we have here today is a latching relay, this white object here. It's a 2-coil latching relay, and we've got a little circuit here and the LED is lighting. So the LED is connected through the battery, through the common, and normally closed. So normally closed means the circuit is closed through to that LED. Now what the relay does is it's got 2 coils. So if I activate what I'd call the I suppose the turn it on coil here, it turns it off, but it holds that. Unlike the other relays, the non-latching relay, it stays in that position. It stays switched. In other words, it stays switched, so that I now have these contacts going to common, normally open. So it remembers that it's been switched. And then you can change it over by activating the other coil. Now what I'm using here is our reed switches that we've used earlier on. And so we're familiar with them. So you can switch contacts that way. It latches, it holds it in that position, and then switch it back on that way. So we've 2 coils here. So this is what our relay looks like. It's got extra pins, as you can see. So we've got these contacts, or I call it coil 1 and coil 2. Okay, coil 1, 2. And here's our common, normally closed, normally open. And you can see there's 2 sides to this, so we can switch 2 different circuits that we'll do later on in another experiment. So depending on which coil you activate, you can switch it over and back. So it's a very rough and ready circuit diagram of it. You see your 2 coils. Okay, when you energize that coil, it changes it from common normally closed to common normally open. And that's why the LED switches off. So I suppose we can call it coil 2 and coil 1. So that's our 2 coils. We'll go back to the experiment now. So this reed switch here is going through coil 2, and this reed switch here is going through coil 1. So just demo that one more time. When I energize coil 2, it turns it off, it latches it, and then when I energize coil 1, it turns it back on again. So off, on. Sorry, the magnet's sticking to things. Okay, so how's that useful? Well, we could have, say, an object or something approaches this reed switch and you want to turn something off, maybe a motor, and then it approaches this reed switch and it turns it back on again. And if we were using a normal relay, the motor, whatever object came in contact with that reed switch, it would flick back and on and off, on and off. Once it was not near it, it would turn the motor back on. So with this system here, it turns it off and keeps it off until the next thing happens. It's kind of like an if-else statement. If this, do that, until that happens. So that's your 2-coil latching relay.